Well, good morning. It's your old history professor again, and I'm thinking you're probably getting tired of hearing me on these videos and seeing my talking head. But I don't know of any other way to communicate a lot of this content to you. So I'm trying to throw it out there where you'll have it whenever you need it. In this particular video, I'm trying to give you an overview of the discussion forum. Now, you've had discussion forums probably in many different activities. If you've taken any online courses at all, well, the discussion forum is usually one of the main tools that is embedded in all the assignments for most online distance ed courses. And this course is no exception. So to begin with, we're back at the familiar Start Here page. And we've got all the boilerplate and everything. We're talking about discussion forums. The very first activity in the discussion forum that I'm requesting of you is that you introduce yourself to the class. And I'll show you in a minute when we get to actually to the discussion forum how to actually put that up. But while I'm on this page, you notice that I've put an introductory video down here of myself, and you might want to do something similar when you introduce yourself to the class with the first discussion forum assignment. Anyway, if you haven't done that before, well, it's not required, but it is kind of nice to introduce yourself with your own voice and maybe a picture. And in addition to introducing yourself, well, you might want to put up a picture of your favorite person in the world, your mom, your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, both, whatever it is. My wife's trying to get me to get her one of these mini horses. There's two or three of our neighbors have them, and she thinks she's got to have one too. And I guess maybe next year when I'm putting up videos, I may have a picture of a mini out here and coming through the doggy door and her feeding it in the living room or something. I don't know. But anyway, you put up whatever you like, whatever you're passionate about. That's always fun to find out these facts about people. We can blackmail you the rest of your life with some of this information, I'm sure. Anyway, back to the video we're talking about here. Let's go to the syllabus and run down here, and I'll show you where we're going to embed this little video. Under grades, we've got all these various kinds of assignments that we're going to be dealing with this semester, and the very first one up is the discussion. I'm sorry, the discussion forum is not the first one. It's the third one down. The wrap up was the first one. I've already got a little video here, and this will be very similar. The video that will provide you the overview for the discussion forum will be linked right here, just like the link for the scavenger hunt is here, and the link for the wrap up is up here. This will be the similar kind of thing. So anytime throughout the semester, you'll be able to just go to the syllabus and click on it. I'll probably, I'm sure I'll go ahead and embed it in the course resources page as well over here. I've got a ton of stuff out here that sometime if you're looking for some documents or something like that, chances are I'll have a lot of this stuff stored out here in the course resources, and you can go there and just click on it too. And I'll probably at some point I'll put up a video or put up a page or something that will explain, provide a map or some kind of schedule or something to show you what all is in the course resource area, and you can use that however you see fit. But anyway, the way I'm embedding these links in the syllabus, you don't even have to go to the course resources. You'll just be able to click on them right here in the syllabus. And I may even embed them in the first assignment or two, so they'll be handy for you there, where you pull up the assignment and bang, there is the assignment, and there's a video on how to do it right in the same area. But be that as it may, the discussion forum. The coursework And as I've done in a couple of other videos, I've just gone to one of the weeks, in this case, week 2, and this is all the activity that we'll be doing for week 2. The due dates, opening and closing dates for that unit of work or that week of work are at the top there. And as I remind you, be sure and be watching the due date, because when that date and that hour, which is usually Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning, when that minute hand rolls up to 8 o'clock, that whole unit of work, that whole week of work is going to disappear. And the next week of work, all this work, in this case, unit 3, week 3, that's going to replace all this. And so you will no longer be able to upload anything or post to a forum or read anything or anything else, because all this content will be gone. So watch the due dates real closely. Again, I would suggest that as often as possible, I would try to have the essays, the writing work all done by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever. Give yourself a little cushion there, because bad things happen. Computers break down. Internets go away. Various things happen. Somebody gets sick. I've had students where their animal dies 6 or 8 times in the course of a semester. So, and of course, I don't have a problem believing all that, but nevertheless, things happen. Bad stuff happens, and I'd hate for you to find 8 o'clock in the morning and internet's down. So here we are talking about discussion forums. You see that particular assignment right here. The discussion forum, after you post the one about yourself, your introduction discussion forum, you would have, usually for each discussion forum, and there's one per chapter, you would have a primary post, and I'm asking for you to put up a primary post on whatever subject is embedded in this particular discussion of 250 words. What's that? A page, or page and a half, something like that. Dealing with that particular issue for that particular chapter. So prepare your primary post on your word processor, whatever, and then when you get ready to do it, you simply click on the discussion forum, and by the way, after you've read all the instructions here, and this is what I'm putting in this video is repetitious of all this, so you can read this all here, or you can click on the video later on if you want additional clarification, or you learn by repetition, or whatever it is. But I'm asking for a 250-word primary post dealing with the subject matter on that on this particular week of the discussion forum, and then 2 more posts that would be posted to other students. Now, you can do this in a number of ways. You may even have a conversation going with another student where you'll post 2 or 3 times to just one other student, or you may post 2 or 3 times to 2 or 3 different students. What I'm asking for, though, is just a couple of secondary posts. Usually it'll be a response to the posting of, say, 2 other students. And I'm only asking for 100 words there, so that's only a decent paragraph there. It's not anything to do. Very difficult. But try to get all 3 of these posts in every week, because if you only do 1 primary, or do the primary and 1 secondary, I usually knock off about 10 points just for that. If you just do the primary and no secondary post, then right off the bat you're down to 80. I use 10 points at least for each of the secondaries. I would trust that you would never omit the primary post, which is the heaviest weighted and the most important post on the discussion forum, the 250 words. That deals with the subject matter of the discussion, and that carries the most weight. It's most valuable in each discussion forum. And by the way, all the discussion forums that we will do for the entire semester, all of them together will add up to 30% of the total grade for the semester. So I grade on a percentage basis, as I've mentioned in other videos. That gives us some flexibility, that if we need to adjust and have add or subtract an activity, a discussion forum, or a wrap up, or whatever, it doesn't change the percentage of the total grade. You know, whether we have 10 discussion forums or 15 or whatever, it'll still only add up to 30% of the total grade, whatever that physical number is. So after you read the instructions really closely for that week, then you just come down here and you click on the link to bring up the discussion itself, and you would prepare your primary discussion, usually on the word processor, and then just add it add a post link. I can't. The link won't come up in the emulation mode, which I'm in right at the moment. But anyway, when you log in with your ID, your password and ID, then this link will be active, and you just click on it, and there'll be a text box there for you to upload your post into, and we'll all be able to see it. Myself as well as all the other students. So you can respond to everybody else, and they'll be able to respond to you. Very simple procedure, but this is a very important learning activity, and it also gives us a chance to get pretty well acquainted with all the other students in the class. Use your best use your best discussion forum etiquette. Don't blame anybody. This is a very sometimes controversial time politically, and it's not difficult to maybe say a word or use a phrase or mention something that might hurt somebody's feelings or whatever. So be very careful and be very mindful that we are having a conversation. It's somewhat anonymous with each one of these postings. So use your best judgment. Don't flame anybody. Believe it or not, I do that. That does happen, and I have to get involved, and I try to be very diplomatic and all that. But well, I hate to get in the middle of these kind of things, because that's not part of the education process as far as I'm concerned. Also, be careful that you're not repeating when you're posting to when you're responding to someone else's work, that you're not copying or you're using the words of another student. That becomes more and more likely to happen the later and later you post. So it's always beneficial to post as early as possible. That way your thoughts and your words are still fresh, and you're not as likely to step on what somebody else has already said. Now, in times past, and I know no one in this class will ever do this, but in times past, I have had someone lift entire sentences, entire phrases and ideas out of somebody else's post and claim it as their own and stick it up in their and upload it as their own post in response to someone. And that's another way of, I guess, indirectly flaming somebody, when you use someone else's post as your own to use it as your secondary post to another student. So be very careful that everything you use is original, it's you, and this is an activity that I think you'll enjoy a lot. Submit early makes it easier. I can't wait to see what kind of conversations we get going here. I'm sure it's going to be interesting. I hope you have a great time, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.